Jamaican-born Vybz Kartel is a notorious dancehall reggae artist who has recorded some highly successful reggae singles. Presently, he is serving life imprisonment for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams. Leaving aside his controversial life, he is a famous songwriter and dancehall artist, an interest which developed during childhood while listening to renowned artists like Papa San, Ninja Man, and KRS-One. Eventually, he began writing at a tender age and released his first single, Love Fatuman, at 17 years old. Thereafter, there was no looking back for this budding DJ, who went on to record more singles before forming his own Vybz Kartel along with two other friends. Though the group did not prove successful, he modified the name and adopted it as a solo artist. A string of hit solo singles followed, some of them being Guns Like Mine, Badman, Mosai, War Organizer, Ramping Shop, and Clarks Again. Some of his albums include Up to the Time, More Up to the Time, The Teacher Is Back, Vikings, Pan the Gaza 2.0, and Kingston Story, the story of Adijah Azim, Palmer, OC, Vybz Kartel is next on Jamaican Biography. People fascinates me, always have. Behind every big name Jamaican, I wondered, what is their story, motivation, dreams and aspirations? I want some amazing facts, childhood memories, achievements and disappointments. I wonder where they get their drive. Jamaican Biography gives me all of that and more. Welcome to the journey.
Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica.
Vybz Kartel, born Adijah Azim Palmer on January 7th, 1976, is a Jamaican dancehall DJ. He was born at the Kingston Victoria Jubilee Hospital and was one of 6 children. Originally from Waterhouse, Kingston, he was raised in the Waterford district in the community of Portmore. Adijah attended Calabar High School in Kingston but was expelled as a teenager. Determined to continue his education, he completed his studies at a tutorial technical school, performing extremely well in mathematics, geography, literature, and English language. He was exposed to a wide variety of music from a tender age by his 2 uncles who were themselves aspiring musicians. Every weekend he was treated to new musical offerings on his uncle's old component set, ranging from Sam Cooke to country and western ballads to Ninja Man, who became one of his musical heroes. At 10, his favorites included artists as diverse as Ninja Man, Papa San, Charlie Chaplin, Will Smith, and KRS-One, all of whose lyrics he would study word for word, performing them later for our friends. He decided he wanted to be a DJ and began writing his own lyrics when he was 11. Eager to flaunt his skills, Adijah and his friends frequented the weekly gong talent show at the Coney Amusement Park on the outskirts of Kingston. To their charging, they were always gonged off when they got a chance to perform. Undeterred by his weekly failure to impress the talent show audience, Adijah decided to hone his skills and concentrate on winning over his own community of Waterford until he was ready for bigger things. With that goal in mind, on weekends he would practice on neighborhood sound systems such as Soul Signal and Electric Force. In 1993, Adijah recorded his first single, Love Fatuman, for Alvin Reid's One Art label under the name Adi Banton, a name he chose in tribute to a role model, Buju Banton.
Right now, I can proud say, Vybz Kartel is a man. He stimulate me events with the music. If only him could have realized where he have.
Yes.
And turn the spanner anti-clockwise and then turn it in the right direction.
So he's misdirected, you're saying, at this time?
I wouldn't say misdirected, you know. I would have said no see it yet. I see see it though, because I will take a time. Let me tell you, do some little things and say some little things and teach them biology and teach them some little things in them little way.
Yes, subtly, but
him can still get some smooth down to get the thing on a level side.
So that talent, that brain needs to be helping to uplift.
Yeah. And it can
empower.
Of course, become seen as one of the baddest young one out there right now.
He recorded several more tracks for local producers, perfecting his craft. In 1996, he and 2 friends, Mr. Lee and a singer called Escobar, decided to form a group one night. After watching a movie about Pablo Escobar and his infamous cartel, Adijah came up with a name for his trio, Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel new role as Bounty Killer's protege caught the attention of the public and led to a meteoric career rise. First as a ghostwriter for Bounty Killer, Elephant Man and other members of the Scare crew, followed by collaborations with Bounty Killer such as Girl Clone and Girls Like Mine on the Liquid Rhythm. He came into his own with early hits like Gun Clone, Guns Like Mine, Bad Man, Bust Me Gun Like Nothing, Mosai, War Organizer. He also had a string of successful collaboration with Wayne Marshall, including New Millennium on the Madden's Rhythm, Why on the Crazy Rhythm, and Why Again, Good on the Good to Go Rhythm. This unprecedented debut led to Vybz Kartel being crowned 2002 DJ of the Year at Stone Love's 30th anniversary, a feat unmatched by any new artist in the dancehall. Kartel has, aside from incredible rhymes and subtle, clever pop culture references, a unique lyrical flow all his own.
Hello to you, Kartel, Jamaica, best DJ ever, and reggae scene and dancehall scene. It's Lee Scratch saying to you, Kartel, I know you're not feeling nice, and I know you're not feeling very good where you are. But we are praying that you could come out one of the time and change your ways and repent and have another chance, because I think you was one of the best DJs that ever happened in Jamaica. So I love Kartel from Lee Scratch Perry.
After differences with record label Greensleeves in 2006, Vybz Kartel formed his own record label, Adijah Azim Records / Not Nice, in 2007, to which he signed many new DJs. He owned a brand from called Street Vibes Rum, as well as a condom line called Daggering Condom. He in 2011 came under fire for bleaching his skin, something that was frowned upon in Jamaican culture at the time, and even Kartel spoke against it in previous songs. He came under even more fire for his rumored involvement in devil worship with a satanic group known as the Illuminati. He married New York bank supervisor Stacey Ann Elliott in 2006 in a private ceremony in Crossroad, Kingston. The marriage did not last long, and the couple ended their 2-year marriage with a divorce in 2008 on allegations of Stacey giving birth to a son that was fathered by another man. Currently, he is married to Tanisha Shorty Johnson, with whom he has 3 sons. Kartel is currently serving a life sentence for the 2011 murder of Clive Lizard Williams. Following his conviction on April 3rd, 2014, Kartel received the harshest sentence of any of his co-defendants. He will serve 35 years in jail before he will be eligible for parole. The sentencing of Kartel and 3 other co-accused follows a 65 days trial, the longest in Jamaican history. Kartel, whose real name is Adijah Palmer, was found guilty of killing Clive Lizard Williams at his house in Avondale, a suburb north of Kingston, on the 16th of August 2011. The ruling has since been appealed, and he and his co-accused were granted leave in 2017 to have their conviction appeal hearing, which will commence on February 19th, 2018. According to police, Williams was killed after being accused of stealing 2 guns from Kartel and other members of his crew. Although the victim's body was never found, Kartel was said to have described the corpse in text messages between me and you. A chop will chop up the boy lizard. Fine, Kartel allegedly wrote. Yeah man, a mincemeat that as long as he live, them can never find him. Known for his tattoos and bleed skin, Vybz Kartel made an impassioned plea for his freedom in an unsworn statement during the trial. My lord, I bleach my skin and I am heavily tattooed. Also, my lord, that is merely superficial. That is the persona of Vybz Kartel, not Adijah Palmer. My lord, I think you will agree I am a normal man. I even have a family, some of which are here today, including my grandmother, cousin, mother-in-law, he said. But his plea and that of Campbell, Jones, and St. John fell on deaf ears as the jurors voted by a margin of 10-1 that all should pay. But how did Adijah Azim, Vybz Kartel Palmer come to this? More in a few. Before we proceed, smash the like button to pieces. Leave a comment. Please share the life out of this video. Feel free to subscribe for more content. Remember to turn on your notification so as to never miss another video.
Let's do it.
At the time of his arrest inside a hotel in New Kingston in 2011, he was at the top of his game, and some sources said that he was earning more money than some of Jamaica's top executives with his music, which ruled the dancehall and the airwaves. Vybz Drum, Daggering Condoms, Cake Soap, his lines of shoes, and his music production company Adijah Azim Records. This while not being able to ply his trade in the major markets of the United States and Europe. According to his sister Maureen Nelson, who is a vice principal of a high school in Portmore, St. Catherine, Adijah Palmer grew up in a home where discipline and education were instilled by his parents. They used to call us grill up because when other children were outside running up and down, we had to look out from behind the grill. Our father knew the importance of education and we grew up sheltered, Nelson said when she appeared in the Home Circuit Court to give character evidence on behalf of her brother. He attended Calabar High School but dropped out early because, according to Nelson, he spent most of his time pursuing musical interests and not because of indiscipline, Nelson said. One of his teachers at Calabar, who asked not to be named, said that Palmer was a bright student. He could have become a rocket scientist if he had so desired. He was by no means a slow learner, the educator said. A police officer who interacted with him while he was locked up at the Greater Portmore police station was also impressed with his intelligence. He remembered every police officer by name. Him is a bright youth. It's just unfortunate that he made the wrong choices, the cop said. His penchant for lyricism could not be contained, and the aspiring Adibantan, as he called himself, then recorded his first single at age 17. That signaled the beginning of a career which would see Vybz Kartel growing to become part of the Fame Alliance, which was headed by another enigmatic and controversial dancehall star, Bounty Killer. While he was a member of the Alliance, Vybz Kartel lyrical prowess came even further to the fore as he penned songs for Bounty Killer and rose through the ranks to eventually become one of the syndicate's rising stars. He also linked up and made friends with another rising star, Mavado. But soon, his stint at the Alliance would come to an end and he left in a huff, all the while trading verbal disses with Bounty Killer and also hurling insults at some of the other artists in the Alliance who thought that his move to become an independent artist was a mark of ingratitude. His former friend Mavado became his arch enemy, and their differences spilled over in the streets, and police sources claim that the feud was one of the main causes of the Gully Gaza war that plagued sections of Mannings Hill Road and was responsible for a number of murders and shootings. But the Gully Gaza rivalry would spread nationwide, even in schools, and caused the police high command and later former Prime Minister Bruce Golding to summon both artists and warn them to rein in their rabid followers and put an end to the unwarranted bloodletting. One police source said that both men were warned that if they did not let up, serious consequences would follow. We called in the two of them and made them know that we were very much aware of what they were supporting and warned them that if they did not stop, they would either be taken out or be locked away. It seems Mavado heeded the warning, but Kartel was not ready, the cop said. The section of Mannings Hill Road is no longer plagued by infighting and has been peaceful for years. But like a candle on a hilltop, Vybz Kartel talent could not go unnoticed, and soon he rose even further to become a top dancehall act. But as usual, his rise was not without controversy. After forming his own label and surrounding himself with upcoming artists, reports began to emerge that he had a penchant for beating his artists and female DJ Gaza Kim when public with photos of a battered face and claiming that she and her brother were beaten by men from the Gaza Empire at the base of the Gaza boss. Gaza Kim, whose name is Kim Hamilton, even issued a statement confirming the attack. I, Kim Hamilton, aka Gaza Kim, would like to make it publicly known that I was indeed assaulted over the weekend. I have visited the doctor. I am still traumatized but recuperating through my ordeal. I have taken the necessary action to correct the wrong that was done against me, and legal advice has been sought out, the statement said. In response, Vybz Kartel issued his own statement, which he urged the female artist to report the incident. I do not condone violence, especially any attack against females and children. Gaza Kim is a very young and very talented singer who I hope will reach far in her musical endeavors. Whether or not she is a part of the Portmore Empire, my deepest sentiments goes out to her, Vybz Kartel's statement said. There were also reports of run-ins with former Portmore Empire artists Black Rhino, Merital, Ja Vinci and Lisa Hype, all of whom were expelled. But things would take a turn for the worse after cops from the flying squad stormed a hotel in New Kingston and hauled him and a female companion out of a room. He was subsequently slapped with 2 murder charges. The July 2011 shooting death of Barrington Bossy Bryan and the August 2011 murder of Clive Lizard Williams, for whose death Vybz Kartel, Sean Storm Campbell, Kyra Jones and Andre St. John were found guilty by an 11-member panel of jurors on the 3rd of April 2014. Police has accused the men of beating Lizard to death in a house owned by Vybz Kartel at Solofield Avenue in Avondale, St. Andrew, after 2 illegal firearms went missing. The prosecution's case rested heavily on the testimony of Leonard Chow, who claimed he had to flee the house in order to escape the same fate as he was given one of the guns for safekeeping. Chow is now in protective custody. Attorney at law Miguel Lorne cited as unfortunate that Vybz Kartel was found guilty as he had been making attempts to broaden his horizons and reform his life while he was on remand awaiting his fate. He had actually started reading uplifting material like the autobiography of Malcolm X, the philosophies and opinions of Marcus Garvey, the Promise Key, and books on herbal healing. He was also seriously considering to stop bleaching, Lorne said.
Well, this is Vybz Kartel and I have a message for the school youth them. You see this badness thing, it not worth it, yeah? Stay in a school and get an education, youth. Just take my foolish advice. Them thing are just dead house and jailhouse and crosses for you and your family and, you know, people where you love and them thing them. You hear that? You don't have nothing to prove to no man. Just hold your composure, stay in a school, do your work, make your parents proud, you hear that? And remember this, no matter how you're poor or how you feel like nothing are going, your life special here. Remember me tell you that.
Thank you for watching the video. Drop a like and a comment down below and consider subscribing if you haven't done so as yet. Until next time, walk good.